I would like to start by saying that this has been quite a ride. English has always been an important part in my life. I'm sure nothing happens by casualty. I have seen that the things that I learn in the English class is on synchrony with what I see in the other classes and with my life. I like to call this particular English course the course of projects. Through the semester, we have elaborated a series of fictional businesses that have left me a lot of knowledge to apply in the real world. I would like you to join me on a journey through my English class. So let's begin. I will begin this trip with a description of the educator that is going to be teaching you. When you put a foot in English class, or in this case you enter the virtual session, you will see that these classes are not the normal classes that you're used to. Our teacher, Mr. Gregory, always has a song to enliven your mood. These songs are some underground tunes that can be really enjoyable. Constantly, you will have to be part in a trivia game that, to tell you the truth, is hard. These trivia games will excite you to the point of sweating, so prepare your cultural knowledge about everything. Another thing that Mr. Gregory has is a vast collection of videos on how to improve essential abilities and behavioral skills. So you will earn a lot of benefits from this. For example, these educational videos will give you more self-confidence or will make you more assertive when you talk. You will see that these videos are something that you will want to save for the future. There are some excellent tips in these videos, so pay cautious attention to them. Another one nice thing about the way that Mr. G teaches is the use of particular scenes of movies and series that, let me tell you, are all worth the time to see complete. I recall a time when he was teaching us about leadership and managing difficult situations, so we watched a set of clips of some movies. I remember one that was about Apollo 13, when we saw the team losing their minds on difficult situations, so the boss, Ed Harris, had to show leadership skills and guided the different heads of every team to ensure that the crew of Apollo 13 came back to Earth safe. To be honest with you, I'm not a movies guy, but I assure you, you will enjoy the history shown in the movie of Apollo 13. Mr. Gregory, or Mr. G, is a person that has lived up enough to be someone who can share a lot of wisdom. He's also from Canada, what means that he has another way of thinking of what you're used here in Mexico. The experience of Mr. G will be your guide through your learning process, so it's a good idea to pay attention to everything of what he says. Sometimes knowledge is hidden in some casual words. And prepare that extra effort, because this class has the advantage of accepting additional extra work to gain extra points, so make sure to research some interesting topics that go along with the things that you learn on class. One of the first things that you will learn in this course is how to give an excellent presentation. Our teacher will be always paying attention on how you talk in your presentation, so you can improve your abilities on delivering speeches. You will be constantly be given the instruction to give small talks about certain topics of the class. This will help you to familiarize more with public speaking every time you make this exercise. I can say that I have never had a class that has so many parts on which I had to give a talk. This has been extremely helpful to improve my pronunciation and to listen up instead of getting nervous. In the next step of our journey, we will see the benefits that employees bring to their companies. You will learn on how to recognize the work and effort of the employees in an organization. There is a strong correlation between having a happy staff and a strong bottom line. Happiness at work is not just only earning a lot of money, but rather knowing that you're part in a place where your work is recognized. Taking pride in having happy employees is not something that every company can say about themselves. You will also learn the importance of having training courses for your staff and for the head management on a regular basis to keep them updated with the latest job trends, technology, and to improve their skills in certain areas. This will be something to have in mind when you're in the real world because we never stop learning, so it's important to have always this kind of meetings for the benefit of the entire organization. Additional to this, we had the task of developing a business idea from scratch. This was something that I really enjoyed because I put in practice my design and writing skills with an amazing idea that was about having an eco-friendly clothing brand. With the two of the most talented classmates that I have, Eileen and Diane, we designed a business with a real mission and vision statements, and we also learned the importance of having certifications to have a more impactful image. This brings me to talk that in this course you will learn that the companies and organizations have social responsibility with the community where they are established. Organizations consume a lot of natural resources, so it's important to have sustainable methods of production to ensure minimal impact on the environment. Helping the community with social programs is also something that the society perceives in a positive way, so this will help you to improve your public image and to be considered a company that does not only care about money. As I said before, this English course is up to date with the latest real job trends and methods, so at the end you will have an advantage of having education that not everyone is accessible. After this, I can now talk to you about the importance of leadership. Being a good leader is something that not everyone manages to reach. We need to be always people focused, so we can have empathy towards our subordinates. This goes along with with having self-awareness, and when we know ourselves, we can learn how to recognize people's special abilities in certain fields, so we can help our employees to improve them. We cannot micromanage our employees. We need to let them do their work, and if they fail, we need to reinforce their self-confidence so they can polish up their performance. As you can see, all that we have reviewed through this video will be extremely helpful for us. With these tools, we are a bit more prepared to the real world. We need to keep in mind that if we want to build a better world, we need to be the best version of ourselves. This demands us to be more proactive, to be in a state of constant learning, and to have an open mind when we encounter new ways of doing things. The future is bright, and this course has set the path to have an awesome life journey. English is a beautiful language, and its vastness, and at the same time simplicity can enchant you. I hope you enjoyed this trip, because I have had an incredible experience being part of this class. Don't let the present pandemic lower your expectations of life. There is a world that is waiting for us. Let's build the future together.